Nigga. Why am I right?
Feels good. It feels good, don't it?
No. What the f?
Start the video.
Yep. What's up, guys? Welcome back to TaylorMadeOtaku. Today I'm here once again with my boy ShootingStar Sheriff, and we are here for the 2018 Winter Anime Hype Train. Say what's up to my squad, dog.
I don't know why I'm wearing this Sonic hat. I've had it forever, so I just wanted to wear it. What's up, guys?
It's lit. If you don't know what a hype train is, we just go through our 5 anticipated anime of the next season. Hence, hype train. So, without further ado, let's start this off. You go ahead and give yours first, dog.
Yo! Alright, cool. Oh, I'm going first?
It's all you, dog. Put the damn hat back on.
No, man, hold on. I gotta put my hat to the side for this one. It's adapted from a light novel. This is called, the anime is called Beatless. So it's evidently, it's like in the future. And there's this guy who, he's kind of against like these new breed of like humans, which they're like, it's like, they're like half human, half cyborg or something like that. And then he has like this weird encounter. He has like this encounter with like a specific set of these kind of humans. And then like the story kind of unfolds from there. The studio is, the one I haven't heard of, it's called Diorama. It's something like that. But it looks super interesting. It's got a little bit of actions. I think a little bit of action, a little bit of method, a little bit of romance in it. So it's I don't know, it's gonna be, I'm slightly intrigued by the story. Anything that has to deal with like, oh well, you guys are like, anything that's got like the whole different classes and different like, I don't know, there's a lot of moral questions I feel like it's going to ask. So I feel like it's going to be one of those types of shows. So, not to mention it's sci-fi. Gotta love sci-fi. I love that extraterrestrial stuff. But that's my pick. That's my number 5, dog.
Yeah. My number 5 was it sounded interesting when I read the synopsis for it. It's called Grand Crest Sinky, or what does it say? Record of the Grand Crest War. I got my little notebook over here, so this is where I'm going to be reading to remember this stuff. And pretty much what it's about a world that is at war, and you got a bunch of different kings and like rulers and stuff who have like these relics to, you know, help end the war and bring the world to peace. But of course, they get a little bit greedy, so they start picking each other off and starting like a whole nother war on top of another war. And it's about this. The main story is about this guy and his companions as they try to liberate their own like home and fight against the kings for their own freedom. It's by A1 Pictures, so that was one reason why I thought, hey, this might be really, really dope. And yeah, it looks great. It sounds pretty good, but it's nothing that really hits me right here as, damn, that's gonna be fucking amazing. We'll see, but that's my number 5. What's your number 4, dog?
My number 4 is which is funny because I'm excited for it, but I feel like it's obviously gonna have a lot of inspiration from a lot of things that are like super popular. It's Darling in the Franxx. It's the Studio Trigger A1 collaboration project, which I don't know if you guys know, but I think no, it's not Trigger that's got a whole bunch of stuff coming out. It's Madhouse that has like 3 anime coming out for this next season. But Darling in the Franxx is, like I said, the Studio Trigger A1 Productions collaboration project. It has to do with these students that like live in humanity lives like inside of a planetarium, and they take these mecha suits out to like discover the outer, like the outer world, because evidently the outer, like whatever lies beyond where they live in is like unknown land or whatever. So it's got, so like I guess like the people are known as they're like pilots or whatever, so they pilot these mecha suits out. So it's got a lot of sci-fi, it's got a lot of drama, sci-fi and action and mecha and stuff like that. From reading the synopsis, it had a lot of cues to Gurren Lagann, and I'm like, I don't know if that's like the trigger half of it. That was just like, maybe that's why I'm super interested in it, because it sounds like Gurren Lagann, but like, it's definitely one that a lot of people have been talking about, or a lot of one that's definitely got a lot of people's interest. So hopefully it lives up to the hype. Trigger and A1 are two really good studios. They put out a lot of heat. So hopefully it's good, because I don't think Trigger's ever collaborated. I mean, even though Trigger is like, you know, Trigger used to be the people that did Gurren Lagann, but now they made a new studio, whatever. But this is their first collab thing, so hopefully it's good. What's your number 4, Doc?
Bear with me as I attempt to read this. Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san. I did it. This is a romance. It's a romance comedy slice of life. So this is right up my alley and my heart of hearts, because I love romances. But this one's going to be, it just from the trailer and the synopsis, this is going to be the cutest thing ever. Like, basically from just the synopsis, it's about these two guys, this guy and this girl, and the guy likes the girl likes the guy, but they're like kind of like not really there, you know what I mean? And pretty much they just play like this game of like teasing each other. So basically the guy always tries to make her blush, but she ends up saying something or doing something, and she makes him blush, and he's just like, I'm sick of her making me blush. One day I'm gonna get her. And it's gonna have a bunch of like little situations like that. It might not be anything groundbreaking, but it's gonna be something that's super, super enjoyable. And me personally, I'm going to absolutely love this. Maybe you guys will too, but that's my number 4. What's your number 3, dog?
Boy, I'm about to hit on the nostalgia train right now. I'm on the nostalgia train right now.
I already know what this is.
3 is Cardcaptors Sakura.
Yeah.
It's called Clear Card Hen, or the Clear Card arc or whatever. But for you guys, I mean, we pretty much showing our age right now.
Yeah.
But Cardcaptors is probably the most original magical girl series that you will probably ever. Was Cardcaptors before Sailor Moon? Is it that? Does it go that far back, or was it around the same time?
Sailor Moon came out first, and then right in like the middle, I think, of its like original airing, Cardcaptors came out, and they're both like amazing. So yeah.
But for those of you guys who don't know what Cardcaptors is, it's about this girl named Sakura, and she's like, but this goes back a long time ago. She's like in a library, and she finds this book, and then there's all these cards that like fly out of the book or whatever, and those cards have like spirits in them, and like basically she takes on the role of becoming a card captor, so she's kind of like a guardian or whatever, and then her and her spirit kind of go back, and like those cards, like, you know, the spirits kind of like run amok through like town or whatever, so she has to protect people by like, you know, protecting them from the monsters and putting them all back in the cards. And in the original series there was like 100 of them or something like that, wasn't it right? It was like 100 of those cards.
Yeah, it was a good 100, something like that. So
in this newer art, she like has like this kind of weird dream, and then she learns like, and then all of her cards are basically rendered useless. So, and her cards are like blank, and then they like turn useless, almost kind of like a J Miyuki Aster Phoenix kind of effect, like oh, I beat you so bad you can't see your cards. This is basically kind of what happens, but she just has a dream about it. So it's pretty much about her trying to figure out the whole mystery of what happened to her cards and stuff like that. So if you like magical girl stuff, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it, but Cardcaptors is near and dear to my heart, as a show that I did watch as a kid. So I'm watching it. What's your number 3?
I love Cardcaptors. This is gonna be the most nostalgic thing ever. Oh god, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be great. But my number 3 is one of the more interesting ones of the season that really caught my eye. Is Hakata Tokotsu Ramens, and it has nothing to do with ramen. I know, I was a little disappointed too, but pretty much. Huh?
I said I'm a little disappointed too.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing. But what it is about is there is a city that is full of crime, like mobsters, gangsters, thieves, killers, all these different types of criminals, just all in this one little city, and how they're basically running the city. So a bad guy, killer has been hired to basically take out the trash. So that sounds really, really cool to me, because to see like a bad guy take out other bad guys, just let's face it, assassins aren't really good guys, they're more like villains. But
yeah,
to see a villain take out other villains, and to see how all these villains are gonna try to gang up on this guy and take him out, that's interesting to me. That's real cool to me. That's real cool to me. So that's why I wanted to give this one a chance, give it a shot. Really hoping that it's gonna be dope from beginning to end. Hope it starts off with a bang. But it's on to you, dog. What's your number 2, bruh?
Alright, so my number 2 is probably now they're gonna be the season 2. Well, we already talked about this, but my number 2 spot is going to be season 2 of the 7 Deadly Sins. So if you need to know the Japanese pronunciation, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I won't say it. So just Google season 2, 7 Deadly Sins, you'll find it. It's basically going to be a continuation of what happens after Meliodas fights the guy and saves the kingdom that Queen Elizabeth, Elizabeth's kingdom and everything. So not to mention, I think we've only seen 6 of the 7 Deadly Sins, so there is still one more that they have to find. So it's pretty much just a continuation off of the original arc, but I really got into 7 Deadly Sins a lot. I don't read the manga. I'm just watching the anime, which might trigger a few people by saying that, but I'll probably get around to it sooner or later. But yeah, season 2, 7 Deadly Sins, is gonna be awesome. Number 2, dog, what you got?
My number 2 is something that I'm only watching just because there's a need in it. And if you don't know what a need is, it's basically someone who stays in their room and just plays video games, watch anime, do all types of nerd culture stuff. It is called Coo Coo Coo. Coo Coo Coo. And what it's about is about a NEET and her family who get, stuck in some sort of trouble, and they unlock like this power that's been passed down from generation to generation, the NEET does, and it's basically to stop time. So she stops time for I think 10 or 30 minutes, maybe it's an hour. It's like some not that long, but she has to get like all this money in that amount of time to save her family, and she's not the only one who can stop time or move around when time is stopped. So as vague as that is, that still sounds pretty damn cool. So I wanted to give that one a shot because it sounds so interesting and different from the things that we normally get, and I'm just as happy that we're getting another neat anime to take over for
MMO Junkie?
Yeah, MMO Junkie.
Yeah, MMO Junkie was really good. Honestly, if you really want some good nerdy, just like nerdy fun and gamers, recovery of an MMO Junkie, and I get this one might be really good too. So like, I don't know, I like the nerdy anime, so I'm gonna definitely probably watch that one with you.
Yeah. What's your number one, dog?
Dog, you already know.
Yeah, yeah.
But for you guys who don't know, what I'm really looking forward to this season is season 2 of Overlord. If you guys did not know, Overlord is about this kid who is playing his favorite MMORPG game, and he's literally playing it, until the game is supposed to close. And he ends up going to sleep with while he's still playing the game technically, and then he wakes up and then he realizes that his entire world has literally become real. He cannot log out, and anything that he did prior to the game becoming real went into effect, like best girl Albedo being in love with him. So it's basically continuing on from season one. It's one of my personal favorites as far as like the video game adaptation type anime. I know we got I know there's like Sword Art and Excel World and all those other guys, but Overlord is definitely one of my personal favorites because it's a little bit more serious. The tone's a little bit more different. It's more my speed. So Overlord, dog. Overlord season 2. I hope that's gonna be some heat. What's your number one? Give it to me.
My number one originally was Violent Evergarden. And it was my number one for one reason, because it was produced by Kyoto Ani, which is my favorite studio. I love Kyoto Ani. But that got pushed back till spring. So, spoiler alert for the 2018 spring anime hype train. My number one is Violent Evergarden. But
spoilers.
But for the 2018 winter anime, my number one is something that from a manga that I was reading and I absolutely love. Koi wa Ameriga no yo ni, or for us English speakers, After the Rain. Which
All that stands for After the Rain?
I don't know what to tell you, dog. I don't know what to tell you. After the Rain is about a girl who is in love. Okay, she's a high school girl and she's in love with her manager at her job. Now, I think he's around like 30 or 40 or something like that. Calm down, guys. Calm down. This is a work of fiction. Besides, who hasn't had a crush on someone who's older than them? I mean, really. I mean, come on. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest here. But she has a crush on him. The manager's feelings have yet to be, revealed. But that's pretty much it. Just a little romance. I haven't read that far in the manga, so I don't know how it actually ends up or turns out. But I do know that I absolutely loved it. But I got sidetracked with other stuff that I was reading. So, yeah, it could be phenomenal. Maybe not the best anime of the season, but it's going to be a really, really good one. It's by Studio Wit. If you don't know, Studio Wit churns out some amazing looking things. Like Attack on Titan, like Kabaneri, like the Magus Bride. Like, they put out like dope, beautiful looking anime. And this one is no different. Like, it's a beautiful looking anime. It really is. And that's why it really grabbed my attention, apart from it being something that I already know about. But that was my number one. My list wasn't exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Like, there's not that much heat this season. There's not that much. Like, there's some things that might be good, and there's things that are just kind of like up in the air, you know. But we gave you our top 5, the ones we're looking forward to. Hell, I gave you 6, but you know, I even gave you a spoiler for the next hype train. So I'm just gonna have to. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do with that.
Well, guys, if you like this video, definitely give it a like. If you have, let me know what your favorite anime
Yeah, just stay in your damn lane.
Oh man.
That's all we got for you guys this time. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see something else, put that down in the comment section below. What anime are you most looking forward to this upcoming season? Put that in the comment section down below as well. Do me a huge solid, go subscribe to my boy ShootingStar Sheriff. He's got a bunch of dope content on his channel. I'll leave a link to that in the description. If you like me, and you like what I do here, don't hesitate to subscribe and join the squad. We're almost at the big 100, dog. I need one more. One more at the point of the recording of this video. By the time I do that, by the time this video gets uploaded and seen, I may already have the 100. I may not. I don't know. I'm not a psychic. But yeah, until next video, guys. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.